Aloha, it's Kim dealing with Finding Your Fiji, and I'm here doing your monthly reading for our Sagittarius for the month of September 2018. So we've got a little special treat for you today, which I'll share in just a moment. At the end of this video, though, I am going to be sharing some information about my space whispering. So I am able to talk to homes and energetically clear them remotely. And I'm going to share a little bit about my very unique process and how I do that. And so that will be at the very end of this video. I've got a special that I'm running for this month for the space whispering, where you actually can save 20%, and there are links in the description below as well if you're not able to watch all the way through to the end of the video. So I'm sharing that with you. So today's reading is a little bit special. I am going to do some of the things that I've been doing the last several months. One of them is the theme for the month, some additional information from my regular deck. We'll also be getting an animal totem or a spirit guide for you for this month. And then the very special thing is we are going to get answers to 3 of your questions. So 3 of your questions are going to get answered this month, and you can either pause the video now and write down your questions, or when I get to that point, I will give you another opportunity to pause the video, write your questions down, and then I will share the answers with you. So let's go ahead and get started. Sagittarius. We've got the 5 of water as a theme for you this month, which water cards are all about the depth of emotion, and this is crying over spilt milk, right? So this is that essence of like being in your little like 2-year-old body and your little 2-year-old self who's having a fit about something that didn't turn out right. Okay, so really the energy around this and what they would like you to do is shift your focus to the positive. What's great about this? What have I learned about myself through this, right? Because we know that everything happens for us, and that if it happened, it was meant to happen, right? So there's always these beautiful lessons for us to learn within that. So it is about focusing on and looking for the gift and seeing the positive of the situation. Love that. Let's see what else is coming through for you. So I have one other thing that I just want to share with you, and I'll put a link below as well, is that I'm part of the Animal Wisdom World Summit. Super excited. I actually did an interview on, and this is something that's all free, just like the YouTube videos here, that's all free. And I did an interview on, I was interviewed by Dr. Kara Gubbins about feng shui for pets. So really cool energy that came through in that interview with Dr. Kara, and that is being aired on August 28th, I believe. So I'm hoping to get these videos posted a little bit early so you'll be able to catch that, but obviously if you're on my social media, you're probably seeing that already anyway. But the interviews are only up for 24 hours, so you've got to really, act fast and grab it to get that. I think they do have something where if you want to, purchase all of the videos and have access, lifetime access to them, you can do that. But otherwise, they are free for the 24 hours that they're available. So just wanted to share that with you as well. Okay, so we've got a little bit more water coming in, so it might be a little bit of an emotional month for you. We've got the 10 of water, which is actually a really great card. It's about contentment around family life. It's about really having that solid, trustworthy relationships, right? That strong connection with your partner, with other people in your life. It's also about having a nice balance, right, between mental and emotional stuff. So that's a really nice energy, and really kind of counteracts a little bit of that spilt milk energy, is that you really do have a lot to be grateful for and to really be focusing on what is going right. And then we've got the High Priestess coming in, which is Archangel Haniel. And this is all about listening to your intuition. So really paying attention to those signs that you're getting, the nudges, the thoughts, the feelings, the emotions, the physical signs of, nudging you to do certain things, right? I think it's just fascinating when you follow those, what actually happens. There's been so much that's opened up for me just in the past week by following the intuitive, nudges or guidance that I've been getting. And so it's important to really be in that space of letting go, though, of time frames. So that's one thing that you sometimes have difficulties with, is being attached to things happening within a certain time frame. You really need to let go of that and allow yourself to be patient and allow things to come in when they will. So that the energy of that is just a beautiful reminder for you, right? And take some time to think about what you really want before you take action. So that's the other piece of it too, is don't be like jumping the gun. Take some time to think about what is it that you want, what are you creating? And I love the phrasing my mentor uses about pre-paving, right? Pre-pave the way for what it is that you want. And allow your angels and your guides to pre-pave the way for you as well, right? They can easily do that, and it's that connection to your angels, your guides, your higher wisdom, source, God, whatever that is for you, is that, that connection helps smooth the path for you, right? Smooth the waters for you, open up the channels. So all of that is really makes life easier, essentially, right? And then you guys have King of Earth coming in, one of my absolute favorite cards. Earth cards, of course, are about how you make your money and what you need to do to be grounded here on Earth. King of Earth is a really fabulous card because it's all about success, successful time. You've got the Midas touch, right? Everything you touch turns to gold. You can accept opportunities right now that are being offered to you because they're going to bring good things. And of course, always check in with your personal guidance about whatever opportunities, but you're going to have more opportunities in the month of September that are going to be coming through. So I love that energy for you. So I'm gonna do the questions now. If you haven't written down your questions yet, please pause the video and write them down. It's helpful to have them written down so that you remember, obviously, what you were asking about, but then you can also write the answer next to it, and that is also a great way to marinate around the answer over the next week or so, right? Okay. That one and those two. Okay. All right. So question number 1. The answer is trust. And the energy that I'm getting around this is trust in a number of different ways. Trust, number 1, that everything is always working out for you. Trust yourself and what it is that you want and your intuition. Trust that you are being taken care of, that you're being guided. And trust that all is happening for the best and highest good. Okay, so lots of different ways that we can think about and really lean into that energy of trust. And I think it is, faith and trust to me go hand in hand. So trusting that everything's going to work out is that belief, but it's also having that faith, right? And that faith is, trusting in what is unseen and what there may not be evidence of yet. So interesting. I'd love for you guys to post your questions, the questions that you ask, because I'm always so curious since I'm giving these answers without even knowing what question you're asked. So if you could post what questions you asked and then the corresponding answers, I just think it's really fun to it's fun for me to learn more about that, and also for other people to see how the different answers relate to people in different ways, right? It's really helpful for others to see that as well. And so if you're willing to post, or if you're confused about the answer, I can give you a little bit more guidance around that in this forum as well. Okay, question number 2, don't stop. So this is really, if this was a yes or no question that you asked, this is a yes for you. This means keep going. Don't stop. Really the energy, follow the flow, and that will lead to big happy changes. Yay! Big happy changes, also a big positive yes. So this is really beautiful yes energy for you around this. Keep going, and that's going to lead to really beautiful things. They're showing me a flower blossoming. So it's almost like the steps or the things that you're doing in this regard are going to help you open and be more visible in the world, is sort of the energy of what I'm feeling around that. Okay. Question number 3. The answer is if you believe. So your beliefs are impacting the result that you'll see around this particular question. And it's really important to focus on what it is that you want rather than what you don't want. So that is going to impact things. So if you believe everything's going to turn out well, if you believe that, you know, this new client is going to sign on with you, or this person is the, you know, the love of your life, that is bringing good positive energy to that. And they're also showing me in the near future. So if you had some sort of time question around this, like when is this going to occur, they're showing me in the near future. And I'm seeing the near future, they're showing me as within the next 3 months. So that's what they're showing me as far as what is the near future, within the next 3 months. So whatever question you had around that. And again, I'm so just dying with curiosity to know what your questions are. I'd love for you to post them below. That would be awesome. All right. And then we've got your animal guide for this month is the kangaroo. And this is about gratitude. So when this kangaroo comes in, it's really a reminder to be grateful for all the really beautiful positive things that are happening in your life already, with the things that you are already blessed with. When you get in that space of gratitude and being grateful for what you have, it only is a magnet for even more of the beautiful, good stuff to come to you. So gratitude is a magnet for good. I'll repeat that one more time. Gratitude is a magnet for good. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I love, 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 love that. So good, so good. All right, if you are new to me, please hit the subscribe button over in the corner. Also, make sure that you click on the bell so that you get notified when I post new videos. I do monthly readings like this for each of the zodiac signs. I also provide weekly Feng Shui Friday tips, as well as daily angel insight. And the daily angel insight is really short. They're usually 5 minutes or less. It's just one, one card typically that I'm sharing some guidance with you, quick message, and then also an affirmation. So it's a great way to start the day. I know the people that are faithful in watching that are always disappointed around the time that I'm shooting these videos. I take a couple-day break and they're like, oh, we really missed that. So if you haven't watched my dailies, I really encourage you to watch them, because it is a great way to start your day with that positive energy. And oftentimes I'm filming them in a beautiful location here on Maui, so that's also a great vibration raiser there too as well. So have an amazing, amazing rest of your month. The next video will give you a little bit more information about my space whispering, how that works, what my unique process is, and then also the coupon codes for that are below in the description. Aloha! Aloha, it's Kim Jolene with Finding Your Fiji. Did you know that I am a space whisperer? Yes, it's true. I can talk to your home. I also can energetically clear it, and I do this on a remote basis. So today I'm sharing with you a little bit more information about space communications and clearings, how that all works, and how you can benefit from this. So let's start with, why. Why do we clear a home? Why does it need to be cleared, right? Our homes collect stuck energy just like they do dust and dirt. So anytime there's an argument in the space, or you're feeling really depressed or lonely, or maybe even in a lot of pain from health issues, or different things like that, that leaves an energetic blueprint in your space. So it basically leaves that, as if you sat in a chair and you got up and there's like a little print of you, right? So that energy, that lower vibrating energy, leaves a footprint or leaves sort of residue. You can think of it as kind of energetic dust, if you will, leaves that in your space. So we want to be clearing that out, and there's a number of different times when it's important to clear a space. If you are moving into a new home, that's an excellent time to do it because you don't know what happened prior to you moving in. You don't know what arguments occurred there. Oftentimes people are very stressed out when they're moving, so there's probably a lot of stress. Even if it's a new home that's been built, all the different people who worked on that home and the different moods and things that they were in when they were working on your home is in that space, right? So that's a great time to clear the space. Another time is after you've had a party or a lot of company in the space, right? That is a really excellent time to be clearing the space because people are leaving their energetic footprint in your home. Anytime there's an argument in the space, if you have an argument with your child or your spouse, that's a really excellent time to clear. If people are having trouble sleeping in the home, this is a great time to clear it as well because sometimes the energy is just off, or again, that sort of not positive energy that's hanging in the space can impact our sleep. Also, sometimes people do have actual spirits in their home, right? You hear about the Ghostbusters, right? And so sometimes we do have spirits in the home, and particularly for the young ones that are more connected spiritually or more open spiritually than we are as adults. If your children are having nightmares, that would be a great a sign that you need to clear your space. So what do I do when I do a space communication and clearing? So just to clarify, I do this as a package, and there's a reason for that. The reason that I do it together is because the two things really complement each other and allow more shifts to occur when I do them together than when I do them separately. So I do a space communication and clearing. So the first thing that I do is I clear actually each level of the home. And that includes all of the different rooms, and I'm doing this remotely, but it's really super powerful. In fact, I'm beginning to understand that the remote clearings are even more powerful than the ones that I do in person. So I clear each room of the home, all of the levels, and then so that's the inside, the interior, but then I also do the exterior of the home as well. So around the home I clear that energy as well. So I kind of start with that. And then I also anchor the space with 4 angels. Typically it's 4 different angels, but sometimes there might be one angel that's going to anchor one whole side of the space. But so there's 4 angels that I call in to anchor the space, and they will have messages for you as well, right? So messages, things that you need to know about at that particular time. I also then place the home, and so the blueprints, the plans, into an energy ring. And what this does, and this is typically the home or the plans are in there for at least 24 hours. I've had them in as long as 4 or 5 days, depending on what, how deep a clearing needs to happen and kind of what's going on energetically. And I just follow the guidance about how long it needs to stay in the energy energy ring. And this energy ring is a way to create sort of a positive vortex around the entire home, and to really, it really helps clear the home as well. Okay, so that's part of what I do with the clearing aspect of things. And I often get messages when I'm doing the clearing, or I'll have questions for you about, oh, what's going on in this area of the house, right? Because I'm feeling really stuck energy in that part of the house, that type of thing. And then I also communicate with your home. So I actually open up a conversation with your home. I find out what your home's name is. I'll get a little bit of information about their personality as I'm speaking with them, because our homes do have an energetic personality, right? And so you will get a little bit of information about that. And then I also ask your home, what does it need for it to support you in the things that you want to be, do, and have in your life? So I open up that communication channel, and it's amazing some of the stuff that comes through. I've had homes tell me that they want their windows washed, and so that they can see more clearly. I've had homes ask for flowers to be brought in, all kinds of different things. And homes definitely do have a personality to them. Some are very persnickety, some are very laid back, some are very loving. It's, you know, it's a different energy each one has. So you receive, when I do a space communication and clearing, what you get is you'll get actual action steps to raise the vibration, the energetic vibration of your home. You'll also get the angel messages from those angels that are anchoring your space. You'll get a 30-minute recorded call with me where I share the information and the things that I found in the communication and the clearing. Sometimes I ask additional questions, and then you also get a summary of the communication and clearing. So all of these beautiful things that you get with this particular package. And the clearings help in a number of different ways. As I mentioned, if you or your children are having trouble sleeping, this would be a great option. If you are needing to clear some spirits or ghosts out of your home, that's always a great option to help with that. I can't tell you how many different clients that I've worked with children where we've been able to get them sleeping well again using this, as well as some feng shui techniques as well. If you're trying to sell your home, a great aspect is to clear it, right? So clear your energy out so the new owners can feel their own energy in the space. And then clearing any past negativity to give you a fresh start, right? So that's a beautiful, beautiful thing that you can do. And of course, anytime that you're changing your home, moving to a new home, or had construction in your home, that's also a beautiful time to do that. So that is what the space communication and clearing, also known as space whispering and some portions of my website, is all about. That's what that is about. I have a special that I'm offering for September, 20% off space clearings and communication. So that's a package deal, a space clearing and communication. Use the coupon code CLEAR, and that will save you 20%, which essentially saves you about $44. You can also use this if you want to gift this to someone. So this would be a great thing for realtors if you are needing to give your clients a gift as they sell their, as they either sell their home or purchase a new home. This is an amazing, beautiful gift that you can give them. And I have gift certificates, and the gift certificate coupon code is CLEARING. So for the actual consult for yourself, it's CLEAR is the coupon code, and then for gift certificates, it's CLEARING. And all the links to all of that are below. So I'm looking forward to assisting you with space communications and clearings, and I'm sending you much, much love and light. Aloha.